Get nasty. Get
Here
nasty.
Here we go.
Finish this strong.
Let's lay the last one.
Woo. Get it. Go. Go. Nice. Come on. Come on. Go. There we go. There we go.
Whoa, what is with all the noise? Jeez Louise. Get out of here. You guys are too noisy. What is up with that?
What's going on? Oh boy.
Are you serious?
Come on. Why you gotta do that like that?
I mean,
Come on.
at least say something. Okay.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Jeez, you guys. Oh my gosh. Crazy.
Do you really need an introduction for Chef Rush? You might just put those arms down here for the world to see. We're gonna do a basic, hey, I can't even talk, a basic arm workout for you guys to understand that the foundation work or the basic movements are so vital. And we got this master chef and master physique with us today to do this. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it. I always have fun here with the Titan family. I always grow about another inch every time I'm here. And I put on about another 5 or 10 pounds, so I'm appreciative of it.
I love it. I love it. So this is going to be very simple. It's going to be 9 sets for triceps, 9 sets for biceps. You guys know I am doing 2 body parts a week, and that's why I do less per workout, which will add up to more at the end of the week. Hopefully you guys understand that comprehension of less is more is less. So,
And I love that because I'm on that same 2 per week. And people don't understand that whole part of it. I hate that whole cliche when a person says, I'm doing chest on Monday, and then when's the next time chest? Oh, it's next Monday. And then we do like 3 or 4 sets. It's counterproductive.
right.
Doesn't make any sense.
You are probably one of these guys that recovers like me. You recover pretty quickly. But you also understand it's about recovery, and you have now done something with your body with these continuous push-ups every day, 2,222 push-ups every single day, and so you have forced your body to go into this hyperdrive of recovery. If you guys didn't know that, it's like a lot of athletes can recover much quicker because they're continuously doing similar things, and so his movement and stuff is obviously. He's also not just recovering, but he's growing off of something like that stimulates it every single day, and I love that.
Yeah, and that's the truth of the matter is, you know, like a lot of athletes, and you look at marathon runners, people ask me, like, how can you be able to do that? Your body doesn't recover that. Can a marathon runner run 100 miles in a day, you know, or do it over and over and over again? You don't say, well, you can't do that when you see him doing it. There's been so many people who have challenged me on these push-ups, and not one has succeeded. I don't challenge anyone anymore, but if you want to, you're gonna do it for a reason or cause, and I'm gonna make you hurt for it.
I love it. Let's get going.
All right. How you guys doing? I got Mr. 24 over here. Those are legs on a guy that's developed. You right? Woo! Good morning. Chef Rush with me. We're gonna get a little bicep action, a little tricep action in, and I would say little means nothing here. Nice, kid. Nice. Whew. Just so you guys understand, Chef already did his push-ups this morning. 222, 2.
2.
Now we're hitting in the tries. We did rope push down at first. I'm gonna show you guys just a basic workout that you guys can get in anywhere with a cable push down machine. And me and Chef were talking about one thing. Try to get a single pulley, not a double pulley. Nice, kid. Look at those pipes.
Feels good.
So here's what I like. Stay there, stay there, stay there. See from the backside? That's called thickness.
All over the place. It's just, you know, they don't, like I said, they don't get that. They don't understand the physicality and what they do and all of that mental toughness, endurance, you know, muscle memory, you know, just your body is just physically just trained all the way through, you know, and your mind, because it has to be mindset first, you know, so.
It's the biggest thing.
That's the biggest thing.
Trust the process.
You gotta be, it just doesn't, you know, I was looking at your thing the other night, and some, you know, people talking about you on GI, you know, natty, and talking about Michael Hearn, and everybody knows you. You're like the epitome of this. You look better than these guys who've been in the game that's modern age. To like how they say the GOAT, the OG, the original. They don't understand that. I mean, you do it every day, all the time, from 4 o'clock in the morning until you sleep. You eat, live, breathe it, and not that I mean that it's a burden to you. It's a lifestyle. Because when people start doing it, and they're like, "Oh man, I hate doing this because I'll be glad when my training is over with." I'm like,
The finish line, the finish line, the finish line.
yeah, the finish line. There's
You
no
like the process.
Exactly. They don't understand that. There's no finish line. It's your life. When you win that break, that's your finish line.
Nice. Now, if you guys didn't notice, I'm smart enough to cover up when Chef and me are doing arms.
Do you see that?
Yeah, we see it.
I'm covering
You
that
see
stuff.
that?
I ain't even gonna go in
You
tank
see
top
this right
or
here?
short shirt. I ain't doing that.
He's trying to make me feel good. Trying to make an old man feel good. Cover up.
All right, so we did push downs, rope. We're reversing it now. So different part of the head. Nice. Look at that. Now you can't see it, but I can feel it. The rotation of the wrist. Look at the head, the inside head.
Hold on, let me wrap around.
Yeah,
the other
can
one.
you get around that thing?
All right, cool. Now I'm there. You put your hand there again?
Yeah,
For,
I know.
for reference?
I know.
Just because.
It's a little smaller than the last time.
I was talking to Bree on the other day, and you guys saw the video, and I was talking about this, is that when I was a kid, I'd see a stallion's quad and how it would walk. And it was so peaceful, but you just got that muscularity and the fibers twitching in the thigh, and you look at it. And for me, I'd look at it and go, it's so kind, it's so nice, it's just walking. But at the same time, that thing could explode and kick you and knock you the heck out. And so when I look at these arms, like I was talking the other day, these things are like stallion legs, man. Look at that stuff. It's just like this big piece of meat that everything's firing. What I like too is that it's that density, that old school density, like when I'm with Robbie Robinson or something. It's the best clarity for this is it's like that. And you're gonna see today's guys, very watery, very
You know
watery.
what? I'm glad you said that because people don't. I was amazed how many people don't even know what density means or what density is. They'll look at guys and you'll feel them, and it's like really squishy. It's like there's nothing in it. It's like what's
going
in
on
there?
here?
Like,
Yeah.
and I'll be honest with you. The first time I felt one of the guys, and came over, hey Chef, and he hugged me. My hand was here, and I was like, oh, that's squishy.
Squishy.
I was like, I didn't know what that meant. I was like, I was confused because this is how we've been our whole entire life. So if I felt like, if this wasn't like, stones.
Why isn't it still? I don't understand why that isn't, right?
I was literally confused as heck about that. So when you said that, even a lot of guys now, to this day, when you tell them, they won't know.
Yeah, let me explain it the best I can. There's a difference between an old school mentality of bodybuilding and powerlifting. Old school was all the bodybuilders of your OG days. I know you guys think that you say it's classic. Those guys were stronger than the guys today. And if you didn't know, Arnold was a power lifter, did Olympic lifting as well. And so these guys were such density to the muscle, and that comes from heavy weight. It doesn't come from doing chemicals and just eating and you blow up like a balloon for 40 pounds. You're gonna just lose it and it's gonna be soft. It's that year after year of the training heavy and stuff, and this is what you get. And that's the density. I think I put on 15 pounds in 35 years. That's it. Not even a half a pound a year of muscle. But it's the change of the density and the maturity of the muscle that what makes it look so much different.
Exactly.
And it's such a blessing because also that muscle stays.
It does.
That density muscle, that's
It has that longevity that people don't understand about as you get older. I tell and I say it a million times, you're 20, 21, 25, you're supposed to look like the Titan and all that, but go fast forward 40 years or 20 years later, and all of a sudden you're like, well, I used to look like that. I can't do that anymore. You make excuses. So even now, and I'll be humble when I say this, I don't compare myself to the younger the generation right now. Whatever, we train completely different. You have your style, congratulations. I have mine, like Titan has his, but I know what work I put in, and I know, just like I know what Titan is, that in 10 years or 20 years, he's still gonna look the same. I'm still gonna look the same. How about you?
I don't need to say anything. I don't need to say. Give me a set.
How's everything?
Good, how are you? Good.
He's nice pump one.
You just walk back to the pump.
He's pumping me together.
Keep it on. Yeah.
You wore high shorts and low socks.
Walking. Low.
Come on.
So,
What up, Fox? You guys are doing triceps?
We doing whatever.
Do tries and buys.
Okay. I hope I can make it for one exercise, a bicep at least.
Don't show us out, please.
I just want to
I
show.
mean, every time I'm like,
Yeah.
they have a
We
little
come
bit
in and-
of,
Boy,
masculinity.
show us
A little bit of masculinity.
One more. Come on, big dog.
Speaking of flare, you see that flare up? And you know what's crazy about it? You see how this right here, this is thick. And you see all this in here. That's crazy.
Nice.
and by the way, guys, this ain't no lightweight.
No, we're stacking this.
I just had to think about that for a second when Rush just ripped that thing down. I was
And it's
like,
also a single pull and not a double pull.
right,
We
I
were
was
just talking
like,
about that.
Yeah?
These kids today get on double pulls, they start stacking, going, "Oh, I'm lifted." No.
I'm lifting 10 times as much as you lifting on that single one. Yeah.
That's what some people said to me about the belt squat.
Yeah.
Dude, man,
I'm not winning belt squat.
I do
squat.
10 plates on the belt squat. What's wrong with you, man?
I'm not winning belt squat, you don't. There's a difference. All right. Real simple. Can you grow off a simple? 100% you grow off a simple.
100%.
You grow off a simple more than you do this whole confusion. We were just talking about some gyms that have, well, we're talking about elite trainers. Surge. No, we won't bring Surge into this. We love Surge. But we'll talk about the concept of going to a gym, you get a sweat going, you get the heart rate up, you kicked ass. Yeah, you did. You're healthy, that's good. You're in the gym, that's good. But you're not following me for you to be only healthy inside. You want to have the nice car with the pretty engine. You want to have both. And that's why I think you follow both of us. And so I'm not going to mislead you and say, it's great, let's superset, this will be great, we'll do 20 reps. We'll just carb deplete the rest of our lives and enjoy life. That's not how it goes. You eat.
I do. A lot. I eat a lot. Right? He said carbs. I'm a chef, damn it. I know nutrition, simple, complex, label reading, carbohydrates.
What? Label reading? You read labels?
I actually do. I do a class of reading. I was surprised at the last show I went to. They were like, Chef, what are you going to cook something? I said, no, I'm just do simple label reading. And 99.9% of the people in the audience, free. They didn't know how to read a label. Can you believe that?
Oh my God.
They didn't
No,
know.
I just got tingles because I love
They didn't know.
that it was something that was so basic and simple that they all bypass.
Yeah.
They just jumped over it. That was beautiful.
But you know what the
it's a
catastrophic
freaking
thing
great
about that
point,
is?
man. I don't think you realize how great a point that is.
But you know what's the most terrible thing about it was, and these people had kids.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you are giving them, kids don't read labels, they depend on you. So if you're giving them 10 times the sodium, 10 times the fat, 10 times the whatever, because you don't know the percentages in a 100% day, and it says it's 50% in one serving, and they give you, say, hey, take 3 servings, and you're at 150% or whatever it is, and you're like, oh, and then you wonder why your cholesterol, why your high blood pressure, why your hypertension, why your depression or headaches and all that stuff. Food is holistic. Know it, learn it, understand it.
I'm sorry. I love that aspect of it because it is something that's so bypassed nowadays. And it's also one of these things that I realized being a father for the first time. I gave the seed, right? At least did that part. So Mona being the mother and father of this relationship. But we fed him from the get-go a certain way to set him up. And we're going to continue that as far as we possibly can. But at the same time, I see that other parents are already complaining about a 19-month-old baby. You got to feed him some sugars and candy. You should have some ice cream and stuff. What the freak does he need that for? He's taking in 45 grams of protein a day. He's drinking a gallon of milk a day. I'm fine with that. His fat cells are developed twice during pregnancy and twice during the 1 and 2 year old stages. If I give him the least amount of fat cells possible, then he'll be more like Mona, which can go through life not craving like Americans crave all that,
Those
sugars and
all
stuff.
that. Yeah. It is true. And if you've seen a little Titan, he puts me to shame. Now think about that when I talk about longevity is for when you start then, and I use a perfect example when I say when you're 20 years old. I mean, he's 20 months, not even 20 months. But think about that now going through, and this is his lifestyle now, because this is how he's been taught. Your kids, like I just said about the label reading, they listen to you. They say, if mom or dad are giving me this is okay for me. Now you wonder why they get hooked on all these fast food restaurants, because they have that umami effect and they put all these ingredients inside of the things to make your body crave them. It's an addiction. They do it on purpose. It's marketing, it's strategic. Trust me, I know. I'm a chef, damn it. I'm gonna give you stuff that's gonna be healthy and just natural, and you're still gonna crave it. But if you're just so addicted to all those things where, like the Titan said, where, oh, hey, just carb deplete for 10 years and then fast for another 5 and you'll be okay. And
How
not
long you
live
been
life.
lifting? You look great.
Yeah.
I got time.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
over 40. I can get there, right?
Yeah, come on. Get out of here.
Somebody asked me the other day, and it was the most simple response. He goes, how'd you get in shape like this? I got in shape when I was 13 and stayed in shape. But to you and me, that's just what we do.
It's true.
We wake up and we do it. You wake up and you want to do your push-ups. You want to train. It's not that finish line of popping out of the shirts and stuff. It's just you just like it, and I like it. I can't comprehend not eating every 2 to 3 hours, because I've been doing it since 8. And I thought about that and I was like, wow, 8 years old I started this. And I can't comprehend going longer than that. So when somebody says, oh, I've gone half the day without a meal, that's like me holding my breath. It doesn't make sense. And setting up Titan the way that Mona and I are doing, because Mona's the same way, hopefully those habits catch on. And instead of me trying to force my celebration on Sunday of eating high in chocolates and force that onto him to give a celebration, I'll just keep him constantly feeding. Hopefully those habits pick up, just like you and me, that we want to get up and we want to train. We want to get up and want to eat healthy. We want to get up and we want to read labels. We want to do this for the benefit of not growing old, but living life.
Exactly. Oh, wow. You gave me chill. He said, not growing old, but living life, and life is living. And it's funny because we get caught up in that monotony of just complacency, entitlement, and contentment, where we don't think about the next step. I don't get to train every day. I mean, I can do my push-ups every day, but sometimes I don't train. But it's that thing where he just said about muscle memory, about longevity. My body knows, and his body's saying something like, when it goes into that survival mode, my body knows what to do, and it's saying to me, chef, okay, I see what you're doing. I'm gonna pull fat from here and take from here, and then we'll save it later because I know that you've been on a regimen for all of your life, and so I need that extra energy. So instead of burning that muscle and eating that muscle, my body eats that fat very slowly, which I appreciate, but it took years of developing that. You know, people say, well, they wonder why when they work out intensely and they like, the worst thing I ever heard was somebody go to the gym and they think they worked out really hard. And I'm like, oh, you're gonna eat? No, I'm gonna let this set. I'll eat in 5 hours from now.
It's awesome. It's awesome to hear. Because it just shows you how removed from how the body functions.
Exactly.
It's a weird thing that people think food is bad. When we grew up, food is the greatest thing in the world.
Of course.
Dude, I was eating peanut butter and ham sandwiches in between class. I was having ravioli and pasta with egg whites and tuna throughout the whole day. And that's how I got my size. And now today it's, no. The least amount that you can possibly eat is the best thing for your body. No, it's not. Not even close. You're a bag of bones. And everybody's like injured and hurt now. I don't get that concept.
No, I don't need that reinforcement.
And you're an example of what the other does. Mona's an example of what the other does. Mona eats more carbs than most guys eat. And she takes in 400 grams of protein. She's 150 pounds. She takes in 400 grams of protein. 45-year-old woman with an infant.
Think about that. I mean, I honestly, when you say that, people can't comprehend about when you say carbs. And I heard you say carbs are good for you. I will eat 2 pounds of protein pasta in one sitting. You know, I mean, I'm a big guy. I love, my body is expecting that. But I also know
big isn't good enough. You're a monster.
That I also know that I'm gonna burn 3,000 calories at rest because that's how my body's trained. I also know that me with that intestinal fortitude is that I'm going to work the way I work every time. Just like with us doing this talking in between, I put in a couple extra reps just because I know that we're talking to you guys, which is more important, right? But I know we're gonna make up, whether it be the slow-mos, fast, tensions, however. These simple workouts that people call simple are very complex because they're the beginning foundation, and people, they like, I don't feel it. Worst thing also is, I don't feel it.
Done.
I don't feel it. Like, you doing this, why I don't feel it. And I like, you know, people stop for a second subconsciously and concentrate on your muscle. Don't go here because you're trying to make yourself feel better because you're afraid of looking weaker in front of the people. I hate that when those guys like, oh, you have me doing 5 pounds, it's heavy. I can't be doing this. I'm like, if you're doing 5 pounds and it's heavy, your body is feeling 100% of it. Believe me, I can put you at 5 pounds and you're gonna cry, right?
If you can't do lightweight and make it hard, then you can't do heavyweight.
Exactly.
I don't know if you guys, let me say that again real slow for you guys.
Yeah.
If you can't do lightweight and make it hard, you can't do heavyweight and get growth. The reason why that is because you can't connect the two. You're not connecting mind to muscle. And so then you're just going through the motions, and everybody tells you this. All the OGs, Arnold constantly tells you guys this. If you can't do mind to muscle and you can't stimulate the muscle on every exercise you're doing, you're not gonna grow. Done. Watch him do these tricep pushdowns. Watch the flexing of these triceps through the shirt. The easiest of the 3 pushdowns with the same weight, so we'll go up to 15 reps. But again, watch the contraction every single time. It's like you're watching surge again. It's a beautiful thing. Pulls down, all the way up, all the way down. So when you have hamstrings like this hanging from your shoulder, that's what you get. So again, every rep, and you may not see it, but there's a pause, there's a pop, there's a hold, there's a squeeze. Now you don't need to be one of these guys that you're gonna go stand straight up and you're gonna hold down and you're gonna hold it for 3 seconds and you're gonna bring it back up. No, move through it. Get a little something into this.
A little something.
A little something,
You got a lot in
something.
return.
Yeah. So same thing for me. Serge, if we're doing anything wrong here, you just correct. Serge is the elite trainer
Make sure I
here.
correct you guys.
Also, don't think that I'm blocking you, because I never block anybody. It is Serge and Jeff behind the camera.
a lot, right? Like, hey, Michael Hurd blocked me.
Just in case you guys want to see who's blocking you.
Right.
Stop.
Don't say nothing dumb.
I have to block if you just got a bad sense of humor and you start joking and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's it.
Who did we block yesterday in the group? What did he? What was the guy? What did he
That was
ask?
a dumb question?
Yeah.
Dumb question day.
Yeah. Dumb question day. Must be
Go
fake
again.
weight day.
Must be fake.
Seeing
weight
how
day.
this stuff is moving.
They are.
Get in there.
This big way there.
I like this. I like this.
So, in the beginning, if you saw, I did a little bit more slower because it's my first one. Like Titan said, this is the easiest one out of the group, right? So a lot of people try to, for some reason, I make my easiest one harder. You get it? And I make my hard ones the way they're
Easy.
supposed to be. Exactly.
So
You know what I mean? So take advantage of those weights. If it's lighter for you, whatever, don't try to show out. Make it work for you. Take advantage of it. You know? If you have to go a little bit more, squeeze a little bit more, do whatever, it's about your movement. You know, a lot of people just want to go real fast or do that like momentum stuff. I hate that. No need to. Just do it.
Nice. I also want to clarify something that Jeff said the other day. For everybody at home going, hey, I got 20-inch arms, I got 19 or 22-inch arms. Unless you got a vein in it, you got no 22-inch arms. Let's be clear, you got no 18-inch arms. I don't care.
Oh,
you
you
big
went
fat
there.
guy and you measure it and it's all...
Oh, you went there.
I'm sorry.
You ain't in
I'm
the
sorry.
club?
You ain't in the club. No.
Oh, man.
So stop. These are 24, legit 24. Not even the vein, not even the vein down the front.
Vein through the shirt.
Vein coming through the tricep.
He said it does show a vein there.
Maybe we can get Mona to iron that out. There's some wrinkles in that shirt. Same thing he said though is brilliant. Make the easy stuff hard, make the hard stuff easy. And then I try to say to like when we warm up with squats, when you walk out with 135 to warm up, you're squatting with 500. Mark Bell said it great too. He says, make that lightweight heavy, and that way the heavyweight is light. So it's the same concept, and you're gonna find everybody at the top, everybody at that pinnacle, that ski slope, they all kind of believe in the same principles. Mindset is first. Mindset's first. Then eating, then recovering, then lifting.
Great pause.
Something cool too, just so you guys fully understand. We got a good workout in this morning, but as we were doing our workout, this maniac over here was doing 2,222 push-ups, and again, then comes over and does this. So for you guys that are just trying to dissect this, we are at a point that we love training so much, and we've developed these bodies possibly overtraining, but we love it so much that we understand enough that we can come back and save ourselves by nutrition. But take some of the principles we're saying, come back a little bit. You don't need to be savages in the gym like you think you need to be. You just need to be smart in the gym and be savages in the kitchen. Read labels.
Savages in it. Whew. Don't have to be. Wow, you kind of doing away with that. I'll say it and I'll caveat because of 2,202 push-ups that I do this morning at 3 o'clock. I meditated, roll over, do the push-ups. It takes an hour, 15 minutes because that's all the time I have in a day to do them. I don't do them throughout the day. The thing about it is, Mike said it best, Ty said it best, was mind-body connection, mind-muscle connection. So my mind is already programmed to do 2,222. Once I'm finished and that's done, it's a reset. Every set that I do, 125, stop, reset, 60 seconds, repeat, reset, 17.75, which has a meaning, look it up, 1775, it's birthday. It's a reset. Now, when I come here, my body's like, oh, we get ready to work out now. It's a separation. It was there for push-ups. There's a different cause, different reasons, different mentality. Now my body starts back over. It was always like that. Even when we were in the gym working out, if I had 10 guys and 8 of them showed up, and we were like halfway through the workout. But once the other 2 come, I start over completely because that guy showed up late. And the other 8 guys get mad, but I'm like, no, we're starting over because we're doing this together.
That's not Instagram fake. That's the real thing there, gents.
Can't fold
Nice.
that.
Can't Photoshop that.
Sir.
Come here, come here, come here.
Oh, over here?
Come here. Get that nastiness. All right, so you said 3 tricep exercises. Now we're gonna go 3 biceps. Now this is not coming straight forward. We're bringing it inside. Nice. So this is more of your concentration curl.
And it's concentrated.
Yeah.
It feels absolutely divine. When you're going inside and doing here to here, when you're like this, it's a whole different thing, like hitting compared to here. So forearm, that bicep, that peak. See here? Peak, not peak. Peak, and we're going here, peeking it out every
I
time.
think
So
they're just kind of like enamored right now. They just see this big thing hanging. These are not arms. So you guys always go, I don't get it. Why do you say leg day when it's arm day? Because they're 24 inches. Those are legs.
25 is when we leave out of here. Everybody's growing up hands.
Let me ask you a question. What's bigger right now? These? Or look at those legs. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Sexy right there. What I love about what he's doing right here is, if you notice he got like a lean back going on here, and he's putting up, instead of going over here, because people can try to cheat when they lean over, but it's kind of like if you do like an incline, right? And laying back, and just stretching that arm out completely.
Getting it all the way.
Getting it all the way. That elastation of that muscle, just pulling it all the way back instead of you having it and keeping it condensed, kind of like a balloon. Elastation.
Using $5 words like that. What you doing? Elastation.
Caught me off guard.
Yeah, you can see that peak.
Ooh. Come on now.
Let me know what's up.
I'll tell you guys a fun fact, is that if you didn't know it before, I was military for 20 plus years, decorated combat veteran. I actually had both my biceps cut off and reattached, both my shoulders split open, I had my quadricep blown up, and at the time, I was always a health fanatic, and the doctors, when they did it, I didn't know they were going to cut my biceps off and everything because they said it was related to it. It was military, so you got to understand that. They can do what they want to do and still nothing happened for it. I didn't know. And they were like, it's okay, Chef, you know, but you just won't be able to grow anymore and you won't, you know, and at the time, I didn't have these. You know, I was small and I was, you know, into my prime where I worked out all the time. And they were like, you won't be able to grow anymore, but you know, you'll be okay. You're a little stiff, so you won't be able to go heavy. You won't do this, no that. And that was 100% unacceptable. You know what I'm saying?
And not true. Not you. Not your mental state.
Don't let people tell you what you can do. Just do it and prove them wrong. Don't boast about it. Just prove them wrong.
You know what's funny about that? Is that everybody goes to their doctor and their medical doctors, whatever that specialty is, but they'll give you the specialty on everything. And doctors don't know nutrition and stuff. But what they do is they go on an average of humans and they go,
you may not be able to walk after this. You'll never be able to play ball after this knee injury. You'll never be able to lift again because of your back injury. You'll never be able, because they're taking an average of what the mindset is of the majority of society. And I've said this before, do you want to be the majority of society? Because you look at them, you don't want to be. You want to be that 1%. You want to be this. The guy where the doctors are saying, hey, we had to cut this, this, and this. You're not going to be able to do much anymore, but at least you'll be alive. Hey, go get him, Tiger. And he's like, no, that ain't me. And it's not just you. There's guys that have cancer that come back. There's guys that have injuries that come back so fully to the level of pro. And it's like, I don't know why you guys get sucked in on the IG famous people that they say, well, this is all you can do. You can't do this. This is what JoJo down at the barn does, and that's all you can do. And it's like, what are you talking about? So get out there, visit the world, meet the people around the world, and some savages like this. You're gonna find that the mind is the most powerful thing we have.
It's true. It really is.
Right? Come on, chef.
Come on.
You guys don't know. We had to bring 2 cameramen to get this piece.
This feels so good in reverse. You get all that. Like, if you're doing it correctly, you just feel it. Just feel it. Feels good. And that's where babies come from.
So one little detail that I want you guys to pick up on is Mike is pretty upright right now. He's not leaning that thing all the way back. He's not hunched all the way forward over it.
Trying to suck those elbows underneath.
Yeah.
Trying to rotate in, elbows in. So I'm forcing. That's what the angle is compared to. Next, we're going to do some close grip. Pull them outside. Different angles. Everything's just like pointed in different angles on that.
And this is what you call a roller coaster. We got ups
He's
and
pointing at my
downs.
mind though. Emotionally, we're gonna talk to Mono about that one.
No, don't bring Mona out, please. She'll embarrass both of us. That is an embarrassment. Did you go down? It went up?
Nope. Too late?
Huh?
Too late?
Maybe it's my mom. Maybe it's thinking something more. So you know, I'm on these. Like I said, I went and I squeezed the top and I relaxed my shoulders. Get rid of that tensity and not trying to lift with my shoulders and go down. And then I'm exploding up to give me that lift. When I say explode up, I'm not jerking because I went down all the way. Now I just want to pull all the kinetic energy. Just my arms, what you're supposed to work. I hate when you use those secondary muscles, like, you know, like how they say, you're putting your shoulders into it and take your, yeah, you know, get your shoulder out of it.
I love those guys. I love those guys.
Like, I'm not putting my shoulder into it. I'm not putting my back into it. I'm like, stop moving. Like, stay still. Now do it. And they're like, okay, you might want to go down.
Yeah, that's a great point because I work with people and when they're doing their reverse or something like this, you stay right there. They're like this the whole time. You know, everything's going, everything's moving. Now, it's a give and take. I'm okay with this if you get 5 or 6 good ones and then you want to freaking man up and kind of keep going. I'm okay with that. But if it's a constant from warm up to the final sets is like this, then you just don't comprehend the exercise. And so when you look at these pages that go, this is the wrong way to do it and this is the right way to do it, it's usually both are right.
They are.
Yeah, they're both
I'm
right.
glad you said that.
Yeah,
You're so right.
I love how people try to do this.
Yeah.
This is the wrong way to do
It's an
hyperextension.
X and X check now. Like,
Yeah.
this is the wrong way, this is the right way. But the point what he just made, I'll tell you 1,000,000%. If you're giving me 10 the right way, and then your body says, you know what, I want to get more, and you give me 5 more like this, you got 5 more inside of that. So that intensity for it is actually over 100%. Right? So don't be like, oh, I did 10 the right way, I don't want to do any more. Even if you have a partner there, and you know, that's the way guys get better. You say, well, we're gonna do 15, and my partner comes over and like, let me get 5 more. And he pushes me and get that 5 more. That's 5 more extra reps that I put onto it. That's over that 100% give and take. You get what I'm saying? So don't let people kind of dictate what your body's gonna say to you anyway. Growth is growth, gains are gains.
Knowledge, not just flowing out like Niagara Falls. What you got? I used to party downtown, 129th Street, convict, everything upbeat, potash. What you got, dog?
Where'd that come from?
We rapping? It's a rap battle going on in here.
Mexican camera.
There you go.
One more, Sheffy. As you climb the ladder of getting better, and putting that circle around you, you know something I notice, which is great, and the greatest thing that I think social media has to offer is connection. Connection with other people that are doing things that you like to do, things that are maybe even they're better than you, like-minded people. And so what I love about Chef and about Todd Abrams or Whitney or Clark Bartram and these guys, is that we get to stay in touch and motivate each other and push each other and DM each other. Hey, I see you're slacking. Get your ass up, get it going. And so it's like, I think that's the greatest thing that this has to offer, that you got to check on your boys and try to get that circle. Try to get that circle of people that are just constantly fired up, because no matter how hard the diet gets, there's going to be times where you get tired. And if you're the leader, you got other guys that step in and take the lead. And so that's, I think, the greatest thing about having leaders like you around and Todd and those. It's like when I get tired, I look at you guys and I hear from you guys, and I was like, all right, I got to keep going, keep that fight alive. No man left behind. So, I've heard that motto before. I don't know where.
So I had to caveat to what the Titan was saying, because a lot of guys don't know this. I told you I'm military. I've also suffered a lot of things. I go a lot of places, and everybody see me on social media. I'm smiling with the kids and things, but we always have to battle things that a lot of people don't know. We don't share our lives with the public a lot of times because it's just the way we are. We just do things selfishly. You know, I lost my mother, I lost my father back to back, and I still kept going because that's what my mother wanted. That's what my father wanted. And people ask me, and like with Michael Hearn, I've gotten texts where people like, well, how is Michael Hearn? He seems like he's very standoffish and so forth. I'm like, question mark. Why would you even say that? You don't even know the guy. So you just, from a social media period, a point of view, you just assume that. I said, Mike's a friend. I said, I've been in my worst possible mindset emotionally, mentally, that I don't share. And I'll get a text from him and say, hey, big guy, how's it going? You know, out of the blue, just like for no rhyme or no reason, not even a connection. I hadn't seen him, whatever. All of a sudden I get this message from him, and instantly it's like, bam. I mean, it's like you have a shockwave that goes through your body, and it just rejuvenates and it just reinforces you with so much positivity and things like that. And I tell people all the time that, you know, I don't have a small circle. My circle is huge. right? The reason why, because I want to be huge. I need to be huge to affect the people that we affect. Now, those people in my circle that try to be in my circle, I push them out and let room for other people in. But with him, he is part of that foundation of my circle, and I'm appreciative of that. You know, it's hard because social media is a double-edged, it's an entendre where you have that double-edged sword where it can be used for good and it can be used for bad. You know, you are the ones that control that, and it is most importantly that mindset and who you surround yourself with, that you feed off of that like-minded and Todd Abrams, all other brilliant, like you were saying, those are the guys, are those foundations, right? So you find your foundation and make sure, but you have to be that foundation first. Remember that.
Straight to it. Good. So going off what Mike said on the reverse curls is that close grip.
Next up, got your bar ready.
This is the last one? It's the same one?
No, inside.
Oh, inside.
Your favorite.
This one?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, here we go.
You might want to step back a little bit because these arms are going to explode. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, Mike, you holding the rig down,
I'm
Mike?
holding the rig now.
Oh, yeah, baby. You know how you have something that's your favorite and something you just want to crush?
Here we go.
This is a crusher. Maximum growth. And we didn't start light. We went all for the kick. I'm with the Titan. So you got to do as the Titan does.
Nice. Finish. Boom.
Yeah.
Just to catch you up on the workout. We're finishing again with the easiest of the three. Again, we're gonna make this hard, but I just really wanted you guys to see this. It's like the ultimate fight, the Tyson of the 90s and stuff. These arms fully pumped in front of you, understanding what is possible, and not possible for you 21-year-olds. It is, but it's also possible for you 30s, 40, 50, whatever. Look at Robbie Robinson, 76, still possible. He said something earlier. Today's video is about you using social media for good, not bad. I'll leave it at that. You're very poetic today. Your linguistics was on point. It was amazing. It was, but the bottom line is, you can go on social media, you can get information, you can see some people that are fun to watch, entertaining and stuff, or just like what they do, and you can use it for positive and learn from it. Or you can go on there and be a total tool and snowflake. Choice is yours. Like, hold on, before you start, I just gotta do one of these things. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay, see now I can touch his legs like that.
Yeah, come on, big man.
Let's go, let's go. Look at that. Woo! Yeah. You don't know about that. That's a different world. Captain Morgan right here, baby. We going.